Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you a fun, quick, and easy classroom valentine design that you can make with your kids. I designed this with my son in mind because he really likes, camouflage and red, white, and blue patriotic stuff. And I thought this would be really fun for him. Today's video is sponsored by Papermart. You can find them online at www.papermart.com, and that is where I found this beautiful printed ribbon. This is the 7/8 inch dark camo. They also have a desert camo, which is a little bit lighter. The quality is really nice on this. It's a very soft satin ribbon, and it comes in a 25-yard spool, so you'll certainly have a lot for many manly man projects to come. So the first thing you want to do is you need an 8.5 inch by 11 inch piece of cardstock. Now this is a freebie that you'll be able to download on my blog, thefrugalcrafter.wordpress.com. I will have this for you to print out, but if you don't like this pattern, you can certainly do this with any 8.5 inch by 11 inch piece of cardstock and whatever pattern or color you choose. So you just need to cut it into quarters. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 inches. And at 4 1/4. And so you'll end up with 4 little pieces like this. Now we're going to make this favor box, but if you didn't want to do that, you could certainly wrap this around like a candy bar or any other sort of like tube candy that you might have, and that would be also a great way to use it. Or even fold it in half, that's fine too. Put a little Smarties packet in the middle. Whatever you want to do, it's completely versatile. So I also put this to and from heart here, so before you put this together, have your kids write like to Susie from Billy or whatever their names are, obviously, duh. Okay, so then you're going to put your paper cutter out of the way so you don't chop your hands off. This is take number 4, by the way. Just thought I'd disclose that to you. Can you only imagine what the ones I didn't use were like? Oh boy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is add a little bit of glue on the back of this area, or you can use double-sided tape, and then I'm going to roll it up into a tube, just like that. I'm using low temp glue so I don't burn my hands off. Low temp is just fine for paper crafting. It is strong enough, trust me. So I'm just going to wrap it around and glue it down. And you only need to hold it for a second. And you're using cardstock, so you shouldn't burn your fingers. That should buffer the heat pretty well. Alright, then you want to pinch it so our little saying, red, white, and blue, I like you, is all in the front. Or actually, print it this way. This way is probably better if you print it so the point is down. If you pinch it so the point is down. And then you're going to put a little bit of glue inside there. Either way will work. I think it will look better this way, because you want the fatter edge of your packet to be where the bumps in the heart are. Alright, I'm just going to pinch that and hold it for a second while the glue sets. And then the other end is going to pinch like that. So then you have the to and from on the back, and you have the heart on the front. And again, print these up ahead of time and cut them apart and have your kid write the to and from on them. And then if your child's going to help you assemble these, then probably use double-sided tape, like a thin tape. Would work good. Or you could staple it. Just staple, who cares? It's Valentine. It's going to be torn into for the candy. It's not like the kids are keeping these around forever. And then fill it with some candy. You can use little individually wrapped candies are good for this. And then you're pinching it perpendicular the second time, so you end up with this kind of like 3D triangle. And then what you need to do is simply punch a couple holes to thread your ribbon through. I'm using my crocodile. Now you could just punch one single hole and tie the ribbon on, which I think that's just fine and dandy for a favor, or you can do this fancier ribbon treatment, and I'll show you how to do this, because obviously this is just punching a hole and tying on a piece of ribbon. So to do this treatment, you need to punch 2 holes side by side. I would go about 3/4 of an inch apart with the holes. You see that? Alright, so then you want to make sure that your ribbon is cut on an angle, because you'll need that point to be able to thread them through. And you want to start from the back, and I'm considering the to and from part the back, and you want to pull probably about 5 inches through, and then go through the other side. You will be trimming off the raggedy ends when you're all done this. You will have raggedy ends. And then you just kind of want to fluff out the middle so that it's, it's nice and fluffy. Fluff it so it's fluffy. Don't fluff it so it's unfluffy. That would be the opposite of fluffing. That would be defluffing. We don't want to defluff. We want to fluff. Boy, I should just, write Merriam-Webster and give them my additional vocabulary words that I create during my videos. Alright, and then you're going to trim, so you probably have about 3 or 4 inches there. I like to work from the spool whenever I can because it saves your ribbon. And then you're going to go right through that hole, so your holes need to be big enough that your ribbon can pass through twice. And I think I might, if I was doing it again, I think I might order the thinner ribbon for this, because it would be just a little bit easier to work with. But I also do like the bulk of the thicker ribbon, so, it's whatever you prefer. And just simply, I think I want those points to go that way. Simply trim your ribbon. You could add fray check to this, but I don't think I would bother with a classroom valentine because I honestly don't think they're going to be capped. Even though you could pull the ribbon out and keep the little packet, I don't know if anyone would actually do that. So there you go, a very quick and easy valentine you can make with your kids. Thanks to Papermart for sponsoring our video today. Check them out online, www.papermart.com, where we make you look even better. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.